Hello everyone! Today we will look at some exercises taken from games of Grandmasters. I remind you to subscribe to improve your chess skills. Let's start with the first exercise. This is a position obtained during an Yurosov gambit in the 19th century. Win the game by finding the best move for white. Pause the video if you need more time. So queen to d6. If black eats the queen, we will give mate with the bishop to f7. So the best solution for black is move queen to give space for the king. Now we have an extra piece, so if we don't make any oversights, we will win this game. Of course, during the game, the grandmaster who was playing with blacks abandoned. If you find some particular continuations and variations, please write in the comments to analyze it all. Now let's go on to the next position. We are in the middle of a Danish gambit where white sacrifice pawns to get developmental advantage. This exercise is not very easy, so I advise everyone to put in pause this video and think about the combination. The checkmate is in 5 moves. Horse for bishop. Queen for e7, Queen g4 and threatening checkmate with Queen g7, g7 to protect from checkmate, Queen e4 an unlearnable checkmate. Black can't push pawn to foot6 because it is nailed by bishop. So black can only put queen on f6 and take checkmate in the next move. This puzzle wasn't very easy, so let's go to something more simple. Here we are after the opening Allgaier gambit. Black made a bad mistake and his king is in the middle of the board. Finds the checkmate in 2 moves. Many of you for sure have found the solution, so queen f1 check. Black is obliged to move the king in e4. And the game ends with queen f4 checkmate. This exercise was very simple, since now the exercises will be more difficult, so be ready to calculate very well. Okay, let's move on. Here we are in Polario defense opening, and black made a bad oversight. Find the combination that allows you to get 1 piece in addition by using the windmill. Queenie in g8. Rook for queen in g8. And no, we start with windmill, so horse f6 check. Black is obliged to move the king to e7, and white continues with horse for g8 check. Black is again obliged to move the king e1, and white continues with knight f6 check, and black move again king e2. Knight for queen in b7. Now white have in addition 1 extra piece and have a very good position to make checkmate in the next moves. Win a game with such combination is pure satisfaction. Here we are in Belgrade gambit, and white have 2 pawns less, however his pieces are significantly more developing. Black, who has been very greedy, will pay now the consequences with checkmate in 3 moves. If you find this combination, it means you have an innate talent for chess. I suggest you to put in pause video, because the combination is not easy. Congratulations who were able to solve this exercise because it was not easy. So queen for f7 check. Knight for f7. Knight for f6, and black is obligated to eat it with pawn, so pawn for f6. The game ends with bishop for f7 checkmate. Are you solving some of the exercise? Do you have any doubts about the completed exercise? Tell us it in the comments. Here we are after Cobran Gambit, and white have a very beautiful checkmate in 3 moves. Okay, let's start with combination queen for g4. Bishop for g4. Bishop c4 check. Bishop e6. And white end the game with bishop for e6 with a very elegant checkmate. Let's move on with the next exercise. Here we are again in Belgrade Gambit, and white he sacrificed 2 pawns to have advantage in the development, and the chessboard agreed with him. Find the checkmate in 3 moves. Queen h5 check. Pawn g6. Knight for g6. Pawn for g6. Queen for g6 checkmate, and now let's move with final exercise. We are again in Danish Gambit, where white sacrificed his pawns to gain developmental advantage, and black will pay now the consequences. Finds checkmate in 5 moves. I advise to put video in pause because combination is too long. Let's start with the resolution. Knight f6 check. Pawn for f6. Queen g4 check. King h8. Queen h4 threatening the loss of black queen. Bishop e7 to protect the queen. Bishop d3, and black quits because checkmate is imparable. Today you learned some name of chess openings and tried to solve positions of grandmasters. Write in the comments if you found other combinations or need some clarification on some positions, and leave likes for other videos.